Thank you, Pastor Casey. Good morning. My name is Dave Holzboog. After Pastor Casey introduced I've been meaning to ask, community storytelling, she asked me if I would speak to the question of where does it hurt? She knows my history concerning the losses that I've had over the years, and I agreed to do this because I think healing grief is important work, and it's hard work. This is some of my pain. In 1985, my mother and father-in-law were killed by one of their sons, and then after a running gun battle with the police, he committed suicide. This was devastating for my wife, my kids, who were 5 and 7 at the time, and myself. In 1987, my wife and I lost Andrea, our 6-month-old baby. I cannot begin to explain the depth of the pain and the loss that my wife and I felt. It was devastating for us. Again, devastating. Then in 2001, my wife became too ill to work as a teacher in the Renton School District. And in 2006, she died a year after having a liver transplant. But we struggled for that last year, in and out of the hospital. But the transplant just never quite took. Since then, I've lost both my parents, but that's more normal. We expect as we get older that that's going to happen. But it still hurts. How do you quantify pain? When my baby died, I was in pain both emotionally and physically. There were days when my whole body just hurt. I could hardly get out of bed. It's hard to describe it, but I'm sure that almost everybody in this room has felt this kind of pain. But then the question is, how do you heal from this? These are a few of the things that I did. I got counseling after my in-laws were killed and after my baby died. That was a tremendous help. But also after our baby died, my wife and I joined a group called the Compassionate Friends. This is a group for parents that have lost kids, only parents that have lost kids. We attended the monthly meetings and also participated in the small group sessions where everyone was able to tell their story of the loved one that they had lost. This was an important part of the healing process. As we worked through our grief, we became small group leaders ourselves, and then later we became the chapter leaders for the Seattle chapter of the Compassionate Friends. We did that for a number of years. Because as we healed, we helped other people heal too. One thing that I often told bereaved parents was that this is the absolute worst thing that you have ever been through, and that no one knows the depths of your pain. But then I would say, but I promise that it gets better, because I'm proof of that. And as I healed, I could honestly say that to people. So now when I encounter a bereaved person, I say to them, I am so sorry for your loss. Please tell me about that person. Because bereaved people want to talk about the person that they lost. It helps keep that memory alive. Thank you.